I love talking about this actually because I do think I've always viewed myself as a little bit of an outsider to the entrepreneurial world. Like I never thought I would be an entrepreneur. I always wanted to be. I think it was deep inside me, but come from like a very, work for the company for a long time and get your pension type of family. And so that was it was a very, very big leap for me to get into the entrepreneurial space. My co-founders have multi-company foundings in the past. And so that helps for sure, like seeing that they've done this
You're like,
success.
"Is this normal?"
Yeah, this is normal. Exactly. But it was hard for me. It was a big leap. It was a scary leap for me. So if anybody out there is listening and wants to just like run their fears by me, let me know because I love talking to people about it. But like, I think for me, it was this is like perfect confluence of all this skill, all the background and skills that I had, like hitting this new wave of AI capability that it almost just felt inevitable. We like almost felt like we had to do it. It was like, this needs to be out there. It's a problem I've personally experienced and it's going to get solved through like with these new technologies. And so it almost just felt like inevitable, and kind of collided too with an inner desire for me to do it. Would I recommend it to people? I think it's complicated. It's like, yeah, ultimately, yes, but I think it totally depends who you are. And I think early on, I was like, everybody should do this. It's awesome. Like you get to make your own rules and be your own boss. But then as you get deeper into it, like there's definitely, it's not for everybody. Like you have to
Yeah,
be
there are different pressures that you feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
daily. I mean, like hourly, momentarily, like it's just very, very different than working for somebody else because it's all extremely personal. What I try not to take it all personally, but it's all extremely personal. Like sign a big contract and you're through the moon excited. And then something bad happens 2 minutes later and you think like, this is the end of everything. It's all going to die. It's all going downhill from here. So, and that's hard. Like, that's hard. I think you have to have like a family that's on board with that and like willing to ride some of those waves out with you and support around you and like be willing to go in and know you're going to have to grow and change as you build this company in ways that you will never expect before you start it. But like all that, hopefully that isn't too doom and gloom. Like it's also really fun. It's like I get to talk to people like you and work with the council and the amazing LPs that you have. Like that wouldn't have happened unless I did this. And so there's a lot of really cool stuff that comes with it too.
That's awesome. Yeah, you give me a little bit of PTSD from my first year founding the council. And everything feels personal, raising a first fund and all that stuff. So, but it's so rewarding. So, and I think it's good to be honest with founders that it's not going to just be like all rainbows and butterflies because, you don't want to just kind of found a company for the heck of founding a company because it is going to come with a lot of different pressures. But if you have something really specific that you're passionate about and you feel like the time is now and it has to be you, that's when I really see things going positively and being fulfilling. And to your point, like having the right support system makes a big difference.
And then you talked a little bit about this. It sounded like, it was a slow kind of accumulation, but like, was there any specific moment when you were working that was like, hey, this is too crazy at the site side. Like, I wish we had a way better tool. Like, I was curious. Yeah. There's like a specific moment that really led to that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so like at the site level, when I was doing that work, I had logins to every EMR across all of our site. Like I was the one guy that could go into every one of the systems. And every Sunday morning, I went and logged into all of them, pulled down the schedule for the week,
Oof.
mapped out who like could be a fit for each trial, turned that into a little spreadsheet for every site and like sent it out to all of them so it's like every Sunday I had to go in and do this. It's like this should be so automated. It shouldn't. And then basically I brought that to Trevor and was like, this is what I'm up to right now. And he was doing LLM experimentation inside Zapier. And he was like, yeah, that's going to be completely automated in a matter of a couple of years. And then we brought in Ramon, who basically like built a prototype that went and did things that went and read patient notes, patient charts, like fully automated with deep into the chart, which completely blew my mind. And that for me was like, okay, yeah, this is going to get automated and we could be the ones to do it. The big why now in that for me was my world was always data. Like I was always the document it discreetly and make sure it's all, like in the chart really, really cleanly. And hey doc, if you put it in a free text physician note, it's going to be gone forever and you're never going to see it again. And then in 2 weeks, Ramon built a prototype that like killed all of that. It was instantly like they can go read an entire physician note and bring back specifics with a like out of the box LLM model. And so to an extent. There's certainly a lot of work to make that way, way better. But yeah, it's just mind blowing. It was really cool.